everyone, it's Justine, and today I'm a part of a fun event. It is a video hop to celebrate a crafty friend, Ardyth's 1,000 subscribers, and she was a part of the Save the YouTuber event that I had hosted back in April, and she's now come and reached this milestone, and we're all very excited. Now, of course, with a video hop, there's always some fun prizes to be won, so be sure to comment on this video, and then hop to the next one. I have the link in the video description below, and you'll be able to maybe win some prizes. So let's get started on my summer creations. All of our projects are summer themed. I'm using a piece of Inkadinkado masking paper, and I placed it onto a piece of cardstock. It's 80-pound Nina Solar White, and I cut out that piece of masking paper with a stitched hexagon die from My Favorite Things that I actually used on a card a while back. I used the outside of it, and I had this little hexagon shape left over that I thought I might come in handy one day, and sure enough it did. So I am using several colors from Catherine Pooler Inks, and I am going to be using Tiara, Tutti Frutti, Tiki Torch, and then Party Dress, and finally Flirty Fuchsia. And I am just adding them onto my stamp here. This is the Doodle Garden stamp from Catherine Pooler. And I am adding them in sort of a diagonal onto it, and I'm grabbing a blending tool to sort of blend where those colors meet. In person, I'm able to see the color difference quite well, and you should be able to see them as well. It might be a little difficult on camera though. And by adding this blending tool, you're just kind of smudging the edges there, so you're not getting any harsh lines from the ink pad. I'm going to grab that piece of paper. Remember that masking paper is on there right now. I'm going to place it face down on top of the stamp, grab a scrap piece of paper, and I'm going to rub my hands all over the stamp, applying quite a bit of pressure, especially around the areas where that mask paper is. I really want to make sure that that border is emphasized and the ink truly reaches the border. The sheet of computer paper here just helps keep my hands clean. All the excess ink is going to go onto the computer sheet of paper instead of my fingers. And you'll see here that I have this absolutely stunning background. I love this stamp so much. And I'm just going to peel off that masking paper now, and I'm going to have a large white space in the middle where I'm going to be able to add my sentiments. Now I find this space quite large, so I did want to grab a really large sentiment stamp in order to really fill that white space and make it not look so bare. So I'm using this beautiful stamp set here from Stamp Market. It's called Simply Penned, and I had ordered it a couple of months ago, and I've been dying to use it. I just haven't had a chance yet. If you aren't following me on Instagram, you'll know that my computer has actually been in the shop for over 4 weeks, and I'm so happy Apple's actually going to replace it for me. So I'll be back to my usual video schedule very soon. I'm going to ink this up using some Versafine ink. This is my favorite ink for sentiments. It really just gets some lovely detail in there. And I'm going to actually stamp it more than once just to make sure that it's nice and dark when I'm all finished. I'm using my Misty stamping tool to stamp this, so it makes sure that everything stays in place and I can stamp over and over to my heart's desire. And just so you know, you could use, of course, this technique with any sort of color combination. You can make masculine cards with blues and green hues, or you could change up the shape in the center, and you can change up your background stamp. You don't have to use everything that I'm using in this video, but if you're interested at all in what I'm using in the video, I do have a supply list in the video description if you're interested. So again, I'm just going around with the same color combination of inks. This time I did end up leaving out the Tiara, the lightest yellow color. I just wanted to have a little bit more darker colors for this one because it's only going to be a small area around the frame. So I'm doing the exact same thing, just putting it face down onto my stamp and then using the computer paper to protect my fingers. You see how just gorgeous this kaleidoscope background is? I've already used it this week on my blog. There is a video there that I actually posted on Facebook, and I have a link there on my blog for it, and I used it for a stamp on using heat embossing, and it was beautiful. So I love this summer look. I love this summer color combination, and I'm going to be stamping the word hi. I wanted to see if I could flip it around if the stamp would be in the same spot, but it wasn't, so I was a bit lazy and just left it as is. And I thought, hey, why not have the light at the bottom going to dark at the top and switch it up a little bit. Next up, I'm just creating my card bases. They're A2 size. They measure 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 when they're folded. And I'm going to glue my panels here onto the fronts. So I have a nice white frame around them. I always have frames around my work. It almost makes it like a framed portrait. And that's just how I've always made my cards and how much I love doing that little frame around there. I think it really just makes everything stand out. And I think it makes it look nice and clean and finished. So I'm going to add these two backgrounds here, but I thought they looked a little bit plain. That white space was kind of bothering me. So I grabbed some Iridescent Spray from Altenew. This is a spray that makes an iridescent look, so it's going to give it a very subtle sparkle when I spray it on here. I have a box in which I do my spraying in, and it's very, very dirty, you can see, and I'm just going to spray this on my card, and I'm going to hopefully show you what it looks like by holding it up to the light here. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it entirely, but it is such a gorgeous finish on a card that's just perfect when you need a little extra something, and I'm just going to hold that up here, and hopefully you can see the difference here, or you can see the shine. I'm not sure if you can. Alright, so now that that was finished, I decided to add just a couple more embellishments. I'm going to add a couple of colors here in Nuvo drops. I'm going to add some yellow and some orange, some pink and some white. And I just had to, some of them were clogged, so I had to run them under some hot water. So I just went ahead and just added those here off screen once I got them unclogged. So you can see I matched these ones up with some white and these ones here in a triangle shape. So a big thank you for checking out today's video. Don't forget to leave a comment and then go to the next video to see more inspiration for summer card making. I also wanted to give a big thank you to our sponsors, Catherine Pooler's giving away some inks, Ellen Hutson, as well as Jillian Vance Design. And if you're interested at all in subscribing to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave a comment and a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in a few days for another video. Bye now.